glitter and glamour of a film premiere. But let's start much earlier in the day when the new signs are going up and see how the excitement grows in the cinema itself. While the men on the canopy are watching their spelling, an army of cleaners is at work inside the cinema. Then the flowers arrive by the lorry load. Already you can feel the excitement of a special occasion. It's as if the staff were getting their own house ready for a party, making it look its best, and not grudging a bit of spit and polish either. It goes on all day, getting ready for a party with over 1,000 guests, and that calls for organization.
Don't forget the guests themselves, Dickie. While all this was going on, some of us, like Diana and Dawes, were having to rush home from the studios in time to get ready. Diana was lucky. She managed to get a hairdo before leaving the studios. Janet Scott had her last-minute worries, too. The dress Michael Whittaker designed for her was only just ready. And that, as every woman knows, is cutting it a little too fine. Remember this peek behind the scenes of Janet, because you'll be seeing more of her later on. Anyway, she wasn't as rushed as I was, though I won't say who rushed me. You'll never guess it, but Dickie and I started to get ready in plenty of time, but it doesn't seem to make any difference. There's always that last-minute rush. And there's always that little panic of the tickets.
Yes, all right, I know, my fault. But while we were having our panic, the usherettes at the cinema were calmly getting a final uniform check from Miss Walters, the manageress. The first guest was expected very soon now, and in the circled foyer, Jock McGregor was giving a last word of advice to the starlets who'd volunteered as program sellers. Organised by the Variety Club of Great Britain, the proceeds of the premiere, about £5,000, went to the Variety Club's Heart Fund for underprivileged children and to the Actors' Orphanage. Movie cameras, press cameras, and reporters with their notebooks all stood ready to record the film and fashion news. And where they go, you're sure to find excitement. As the first cars arrived, a whole day of excitement reached its climax. This was a gala premiere, just as it was across the Atlantic on New York's Broadway. Going into the theatre is Danny Thomas, Lucille Ball with her husband Daisy Arnath, Clark Gable, Jack Carson is one of the stars in the premiere film. And here's the star of the film, Judy Garland, a wonderful person who deserves all the success I'm sure this film will earn for her. And with these scenes of the terrific enthusiasm of the New York crowds, we'll come back to our own rather quieter but equally enthusiastic premiere. Here's Ken Moore and his wife. You'll probably recognize most of the guests, but just in case you don't, we'll pick them out for you.
Allow me, Dickie. Now here's a composed-looking couple. Not the sort who almost forget their tickets, you can see that. But seriously, though, it was very nice to meet up with old friends like Phyllis Calvert and her husband. Maybe I ought to introduce Diana Dawes all over again. She looks so dazzling now. No, Dickie, this is my part of the commentary. Getting snapped is Eunice Gayson, and entering the foyer in full regalia is Finlay Curry.
Right, my turn. There's Janet Scott again, looking quite grown up and very pretty. And with her is her mother, Thora Hurd. We've just time to catch a shy smile from John Gregson. And then it's Robert Beatty and his wife as they enter the foyer. Yes, Jack Buchanan, looking as debonair as ever. Over here from Hollywood is Gene Nelson, and with him is Jill Adams. Leo Gann and his wife. Sir John Gielgud and Diana Wynyard. Full of excitement and completely charming, Mai Zetling created a minor riot among the cameras. And Pat Rock, as friendly and as lovely as ever.
Not being allowed to escape the camera is shy but very gracious Anne Todd, followed by television's Mary Parker and Cecil Madden.